Back in Syracuse as the Crunch gets set for the Belleville Senators. Second game of the week for the Crunch and the third game this season against the Belleville Senators. On Countdown to Crunch Time presented by Supercuts, I'm Lucas Favali with Crunch head coach Ben Grew. Ben, the Crunch were in action on Wednesday night. Battled back against the Utica Comets, but it came up a little bit short in a 5-4 loss. What did you see in the game on Wednesday?
Well, too little, too late. Thought we had a very good third period. And that's what I like about our team. We never quit, but we too little, too late. We had our chances, but their goalie was phenomenal. And but the way we played in the first two, we're digging ourselves a hole, and it was a pretty tough. When you're down by 3 goals, it's not easy to come back. So we gotta play better to end up winning hockey games.
And you said the third period, though, very strong for the Crunch. How do you look to build off of what you did in the third here tonight?
Yeah, exactly. It's all about playing to our identity and skating, moving the puck, putting pressure on the other team, and bringing that audacity every time you're on the ice. And it's something we want our team to do here at the start of the game. As
we know, the Crunch are on a 5-game winless streak over the last week and a half or so, and you have said during the long streak the Crunch had in terms of wins, maybe some games they shouldn't have won that they did win, and now in some of these losses, maybe some wins or some losses you shouldn't have had and maybe should have won. Yeah. So it all balances out in the end, but overall, how do you think this team has been playing over the last couple of weeks?
Well, other than those 2 periods in the game against Toronto, I thought we were fine. I thought we deserved better fate against Cleveland and Binghamton especially, but like you mentioned, there's some games we should have won in the other streak, and it's how it happened. And you got to keep your mindset at the right place. Make sure you keep your confidence, and you play. When you start the game, what you got to get, it's the momentum of the game. When you have momentum, when you're skating, when you're moving the puck, you have confidence, and this is when you can take the play to the other team. So this is what we want to do here tonight.
As it's the Crunch and the Belleville Senators, and you mentioned, just over the last stretch of games and being mentally ready to go. It's something you always talk about, is being in the right mind frame for this team. What is your sense of where this group is? I mean, we've seen some losses here, but where do you think they are mentally heading into tonight?
Well, we addressed that with them last night. It's we can't think that we're not lucky. And it's not. We hit so many posts in the last 4 or 5 games. I think we had 9 posts, and none of the puck went in. And in a month ago, we would hit 1 post, and automatically the puck was in. But we can't think that we're losing because we're not lucky. It's not the case. The team was winning because it's important to understand why we were winning, and it's important to understand why we're not winning right now. And it's more about focusing on certain things we do right and certain things we got to do better. And I think that things will fall into place. But you can't think that, we're not lucky. It's not the case. That's a hockey game. And you got to work, you got to manufacture, you got to be relentless, and things will take care of itself.
As we're here with Crunch head coach Ben Grew on Countdown to Crunch Time presented by Supercuts. Don't want to say you almost foresaw this, but a few weeks ago you said we're winning but not playing 100% perfect. So, I mean, you were looking to improve on things, and now it's gone the other direction a bit. But from that mental frame of mind, is it easier, how hard is it to stay in that right mindset as you're going through a stretch like this as opposed to when you're winning?
It's always, when we talk about stay level, this is the challenge. When you're winning, sometimes it's tough to get your point across because you're winning and you're performing and guys are putting the puck in the net, they're getting points, and it's a human nature. And when you're not, now they have a tendency to get discouraged, to not work as hard, don't work as hard as they should do. So there's always a challenge, whether you're winning or losing. And the challenge always the same, have the mindset at the right place. We addressed that with them yesterday, and make sure that they believe in themselves, they play up to our identity, and the rest will take care of itself.
Tonight it's the Belleville Senators for the Crunch, game 38 of the season, which means it's the halfway point for the Crunch. Is that something you look at in terms of hitting that halfway point, and now things really do ramp up in the second half of the season?
Well, we're only there. It seems that we've been playing a lot, but we're only game 38 tonight, so I think we put ourselves in a great spot. We're right in the middle of the pack with the rest of the team. We know it's going to be a dogfight till the end. So at one point, we know we have a good team. We're going to start playing well. We're in that right now in that valley a little bit that things are not going our way. But we know at one point we're going to start playing well, and we're going to be in that race, and we want to be one of the 4 teams going to make the playoff at the end.
Crunch, you're getting set for the Belleville Senators here tonight at the game Wednesday. Crunch lost defenseman Dominic Machine for most of that game and not expected to play tonight. Obviously, been a key part of that Crunch blue line all season long and over the last 3 seasons now.
Yeah.
How important has he been to this team, and what do you miss with him out?
Well, you know what? He played 30 seconds last game, and he got hit, and he left the game. So that was a tough loss early in the game, and he's very steady. He's a guy that you can count on the PK, and he's playing solid defensively. So it's a big loss, but you know what? It's an opportunity for Spence. I was very happy with Matt when he was down here, and now it's an opportunity for him, and we'll see how it plays out.
Crunch, you're taking on the Belleville Senators tonight, and you mentioned gaining momentum in a game and maybe getting off to a fast start. With this recent stretch, you know, you've fallen behind quite a bit over this little stretch. So does that make those starts even more important for the team tonight?
Yeah, but you know what? It's a 60-minute hockey game. We won so many games trailing by 1 goal or 2 goals. So for me, it doesn't make a difference. It's only about try to get that momentum and stick with it.
It's the 3rd matchup of the season with the Belleville Senators. Crunch swept a 2-game set at the beginning of November, which really kicked off that run for the Crunch. Obviously, it's been a while since these 2 teams have played, and there's been some changes for Belleville over that stretch. What can we expect from the Senators here tonight?
They have a good team. They're tight defensively, and they're very good off the rush. So it's going to be a good challenge for us here tonight.
Okay, looking forward to tonight as the Crunch take on the Belleville Senators. This is Crunch head coach Ben Grew. Ben, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.